big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King Crown, we lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They feel the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died for fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. First down, Dugan. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And they'll get it in just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down, Dugan. He's got Renfrow on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Dugan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Dugan. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. 23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 30 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he's got room. 42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. In motion left comes Williams. After the sack on first down, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over on balls. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to do? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenneth Murray in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
So Betty felt like she was mad at you. You got in trouble?
Take it at the 37.
She did what?
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got it down to the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Put it on the agenda. Put it on the itinerary.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Dugan, he finds his man, complete. It's Tucker. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Dugan. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lock. Everywhere.
Yeah, that bitch gonna last all night. Say less.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Right where this second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Oh, there we go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Oh, they gave me that animation, man. He supposed to caught that shit.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They fucked me. Damn, that supposed to be a pig.
They needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And
Stop trying, JC, man.
Time thus far. Picked picked up by J.C. Jackson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Dugan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Bro, what the fuck, dog?
Nice play, even though it was complete.
There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 60 yards, and the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down catch there by Gerald Everett. To Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to give them big-time performances.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Always never big
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some good game games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Williams, a man in motion right. On 1st down, it's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the air points, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. Dugan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, normally you might say start running the football, you've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. This one now, Charles, you have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely right about that, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Dugan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I don't know why you thought I was bullshit. Big ass pool.